You're watching Advisor Talk with Frank LaRosa. It's the only podcast offering unfiltered guidance and direct advice for anyone in the financial services and wealth management industry. Learn more today at eliteconsultingpartners.com/podcast. And now, here's your host, Frank LaRosa.
Hey everybody, this is Frank LaRosa. Welcome to Advisor Talk with Frank LaRosa. As always, I'm joined today by my right-hand man, Dale Dempsey. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? I'm actually sitting to your left. I just thought about that.
Here we go. Okay. Gonna be like that today.
Well, today's exciting, actually. Today's a little bit different. So
today's a little bit different. Although this is a podcast, we're going to try to describe as best we can what we're talking about today. But we would also advise you to go and check out our YouTube channel where you can see exactly what we're doing. Advisor Talk with Frank LaRosa on YouTube. And we are going to sort of, in conjunction with our normal podcasts, we are going to be doing, in full disclosure, we don't really have the name of it yet, but an unboxing experience geared towards financial service firms that have advisors come to their home office and spend a day and a half, 2 days, whatever, right? And then, after you leave, and if you're a financial advisor, you leave, and then what, right?
Right.
And in my experience, some firms do a really good job at following up, and some firms just don't. And what I mean by that is, what's their next step? And in football, you say, sort of watch their feet, right? In financial services and other businesses, it's watch what they do, not what they say. When you go to a home office visit, and we've talked about this in our previous episodes about home office visits, everyone tells you how great they are, right? Everything you're looking for is there, plus even more than you can ever imagine, and that's awesome. But when you leave, are they doing what they said they were going to do in terms of detail and taking care of you and servicing you? And we pay attention to the details and treat you differently. But are they really?
Right. Well, the other important thing is you go to the home office or whatever event it is, and quickly you get back into your normal routines in life. And this is a good way to stay right in front of the person you're trying to impress.
Yeah.
Right. You're not. It wasn't just a one-time.
Yeah. The
event.
newness. Right. So the newness wears off. Right.
Right.
You get all excited and the newness wears off. And what got us, you and I have been talking about doing this for a few months now.
Yeah.
But what got us and got me going on this whole thing was when I came back from what I got in the mail the other day from my Arte Syndicate group, that Emily Frisella and Andy Frisella and Ed Milet, but we all know Emily did it, so thank you, Emily. What they did is a follow-up to our meeting in Whistler, Canada. And so this got me going, we should use this as an example because it's about a perfect follow-up in terms of timing, quality of what was provided, but how it was provided. And so, again, if you're listening to this on a podcast, you sort of just have to sort of close your eyes and imagine, something really special, and then go home and look at it on YouTube.
I'll do my best to illustrate the description.
You can try. I'm sure you will. But so to give an example, so we went to this event. It was in Whistler, Canada. It was really cold, and that was a couple weeks ago. And we just got these packages in the mail. And also forward thinking, we're going to have another event. I believe our St. Louis event is in May, I think. And so it's still going to be a little bit chilly in St. Louis. And so they sent us this package today or yesterday. And it's a beautiful, shiny black box with, and as you can see on YouTube, so it's got the Arte Syndicate embossed in gold. Really, really nice, like a really nice box. Sort of the Tiffany's thing, right?
Yeah.
And when you open the box up, inside, you'll find not only a handwritten card.
Well, that's the basic.
I mean, this is, look, if you're not sending handwritten cards, you're out, right? So these are handwritten cards, and it's sort of a private comment, so I'm not really going to read it, but it's from Emily and Andy and Ed.
So if it's private and handwritten, that's
right.
a standard, right?
Yeah,
that
exactly. Right, and it's a nice card again. They clearly spent some money on the card, so it shows that you're paying attention to the details, and that the recipient is important to the person that's sending the gift. And so again, this message is multifaceted, because if you're a broker dealer and you're doing this and you're bringing advisors to your firm, these are the kinds of things you should be listening to me and doing after an advisor leaves your home office. If you're an advisor, these are the types of things you should be doing after you have a client leave your office, or they're a new client, or you hold an event and you ask people to come out on a Tuesday night for dinner. You should be sending them something, giving them something nice and tangible. A notebook and a pen doesn't really cut it anymore, because they're so inexpensive. They don't really mean anything. It's stuff like this that's really important. So there's a really nice card.
Well, let me make a comment here. So
yeah, keep going.
Every single point, every touch point, I just thought about, this is crazy. From the box, the image on the box, to the card, to what's in the box is some tissue paper with a sticker.
In a second,
it's all the same logo.
Right.
Everything you touch, it's
all
a reminder. Image. Yeah, it's a reminder of where it's coming from.
Right.
That's
and
pretty,
so right.
that's
So it's just constant branding, right? And feeling part of something. So whatever your brand is should be over everything.
Yeah, they could have used a white sticker on that tissue.
Yeah,
paper,
they could use a white sticker. They could have not even done anything. They could have just put what's in here, just throw it in here, but they didn't. So, and before we get to the gift, the other thing I think was really important is the detail that they put inside the box, and that was the core values of the Arte Syndicate. And so number 1 is create a positive impact. Number 2 is leadership through action. Number 3 is do the right thing. Be humble, number 4. Hard discipline is number 5. Commitment to dominating is 6. Good isn't enough. Excellence is essential, which is where the Arte name comes from, right? And be a lifetime student. And so these are the things that, as members of the syndicate, that we live by. Now, you can't always, obviously with core values, and we talked about our core values, your goal is to try to live up to those core values. If you're exceeding your core values, then you
need new ones.
You need new ones, right? Exactly. But the point of this is the amount of detail that went into this. Again, awesome job, Emily. Is putting this stuff on here. I've gotten gifts from people before, and sometimes they're in nice boxes. But this level of detail is awesome.
So when you open this box, the first thing that hits your eyes are 8 core values,
right,
that you're going to read before you even open anything in the box.
Right. That was the first thing that I didn't even pay attention to what was in the box. I went, oh, that's awesome that they put the core values right on the box. And this whole experience is representation of the core values. So now, cool. When we get into what's in the box, I'm going to stand up a little bit. Is in preparation for a little bit chilly weather.
Oh, wow.
A beautiful. Make sure I don't knock
That's
my
so funny.
mic off.
I actually wore. I have
awesome.
I have the same thing.
Do you?
Yeah, I was wearing that today. Well, similar.
Has
similar.
Art.
It does not have that.
Exactly.
That's what's special.
I pay a lot of money for that symbol. So a beautiful North Face zip-up jacket with, again, the symbol of our group on the jacket. Okay, continued branding, messaging, just outstanding detail. And I commend them for doing this, but really what impressed me the most, not that I wouldn't expect it, I do, is everything else. The box, how it came, the timing of it, just as we're sort of, as having gone to the event, you sort of getting back into your little world, and you start to lose focus on the things that you learned. And this, brought me back to center. It really did. And I wanted to really thank Ed and Emily and Andy for that, because it really did actually help me come back to center. So that's really what we're hoping to see from a lot of the firms that are out there. So if you're listening to this and you are either the head of recruiting or whoever, your C-suite exec.
You run the home office visit.
You run the home office visits, whoever it is. We invite you to send us whatever it is you think is impressing your potential advisors after they leave the home office visit. Or it can be whatever it is that you're sending them, that's sort of the first impression kind of thing, right? And I'm not talking about don't be sending us like brochures and stuff. I don't want to see that stuff. It's what separates you, what makes you different. What I wanted to do is also take a minute and just show you, as an example, and we posted some stuff on Instagram today, Frank LaRosa at elite.elite and Elite Consulting Partners, that I had a meeting today, which is what I was doing in our meeting room, with our sort of our branding person that's going to help us do these types of things and create the brand that we want, and that experience above and beyond what we're already doing. And what I mean by that is, so for those that are listening, I'm going to open up another box that has a big red stamp on it, and it says Fragile. No, I'm just kidding. It says Fragile.
Yeah, by the way,
it's a little Christmas story.
So this
joke.
this also came. The Arte box also came in a cardboard box first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say there's a distinct difference.
Came in a cardboard box.
Where we need to go.
And full disclosure, Dale wanted me to take it out of the cardboard box, but you get the idea. It's over there. We can take it out if you want. But anyway, so what we do as a sort of a unique way, after we work with a client and they move to their new firm, we send them a note card thanking them for allowing us the privilege to help them and all that stuff. But we send it to them, and it comes in a cardboard box. And what we give them, which is sort of unique, we give them basically it's a figurine. And again, you have to go on our YouTube channel to take a look at it. So it's a sculpture. It's a sculpture in a globe with their name, the individual producer's name, and if they're depending on their branding, it has their firm name underneath there, right? But it's a sculpture of a businessman or businesswoman. So if we move a female advisor, it's a female figurine. Business person sitting at a desk, and the whole figurine is cut out and designed with our business cards. And I think it was really unique. I know that years and years ago when I was in the business, I had an AIM wholesaler give me this. It was like a business shirt made out of $2 bills, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I still have it somewhere, but I kept it around.
$2 bills.
Actual $2 bills, yeah. And so it's really, really cool. And so this is something that we send to our clients after we move them, just as a token of appreciation. They're handmade. You can't make these with a machine.
They're made out of business cards.
They're made out of business cards. Our business cards. So the sort of the message there, right, is, hey, don't forget about us. And so if you're an advisor and you want to send something like this to your clients, and if you want to get the name of who we use, just shoot me an email or DM me at franklarosa.elite or email me at frank@eliteconsultingpartners.com, and I'll let you know where we get them made, because they have all different types of sculptures. So maybe you're a financial advisor and you have a large portion of your clients are in the oil industry. Like I know that they have an oil well. I know they have shipping ship, right, and they have tractors, and they have obviously golf and all that stuff, right? But these are really unique. And the whole point is that it's out of the ordinary. It's something that's going to end up on their desk, and it's a conversation starter. So if you're a financial advisor, what a great way to sort of light the fire of a client giving you a referral when they have this on their desk and they're talking with one of their friends and they say, "Where'd you get that from?" "Oh, my financial advisor gave me that." "Really? That's cool. Wow." And then hopefully they get into a conversation about you as the financial advisor. So I think for us, this is just something we do. They're not inexpensive because they're handmade, but they're worth it, and they're important to us to show our clients how we valued their trust in us in allowing us to guide them. So anyway, I thought that this was a great opportunity. We're going to be doing this series as we get gifts coming in. So these will be posted sort of throughout the coming weeks and months. We'll try to do 1 or 2 at a time, and we will be opening them up live. Essentially, we're not going to like I did with this. Open it. I was so excited to get this. I sort of knew what was coming, but so I opened it up, and then it got me thinking about we should be explaining how important this is.
Yeah. So you'll get our initial reactions.
Right.
When
So with that said, thanks for listening. If you were listening and weren't watching, go over to our YouTube channel and watch the videos. We have some great stuff up on there. Advisor Talk with Frank LaRosa. We're getting some a lot of subscribers. If you like what you hear and see, the only thing we'd ask you is just share it. Share it with your friends, people that you think might find some nuggets of wisdom and knowledge in there. But anyway, with that said, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you next time.
Great talk.
Thanks for watching Advisor Talk with Frank LaRosa. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out some of our other episodes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you back here next week.